original.
And I'm in love with the money.
Today, I'm going to answer an important question. And this question is why? Why does money matter? And the answer to this question is really not about the money. It's really about what matters to us, the people who matter to us. So I'm going to answer a question with another question. What would you do if you didn't have to worry about money? I hear a lot of different answers. I would volunteer. I would build orphanages. I will end world hunger, right? I'd feed the poor. I'd provide housing. I would start a business. So I'm going to ask you the question again. What would you do? And, right? So the answer lies there. That is why money matters. The lack of it kind of keeps us trapped in our own concerns, not being able to look outside of our own four walls. We're consumed with how our next rent or mortgage will be paid, how we'll put food on the table. We can't think outside our own circumstances. But as we add resources, as we add money, right, we are able to lift our eyes outside of our circumstances, to look farther, right? We look beyond our own households, so maybe our extended families, our community. So that's why I feel that money matters, because it gives us freedom to serve. So, and we have various examples of this even in media, popular examples like Oprah Winfrey or Tony Robbins. They are examples of how, as wealth increases in the hands of good people, how we can impact our communities positively and become change makers. So I've also seen this in even smaller forums, like in different venues where I've asked the question, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about money? And people get excited to answer that question. They're excited about the work that they could do in their communities and who they can help if they didn't have the restriction of money, if they weren't just trapped thinking about their own circumstances, right? And that is why money matters. So when we have the resources, aka money, we have freedom. We actually have freedom to be the people we want to be. We have freedom to serve the way we want to serve and to give how we want to give. And this starts even within our own households. If we have financial freedom as individuals, we might want to spend more time and invest more into our kids. We'll volunteer more in our communities. Right? We'll do the things that make us happy, and we will, by extension, exude that happiness outward in our service and in our giving. So to me, that's why money matters. It tears down walls, it moves boundaries, and it allows us to do more, be more, and serve more. So again, money gives us the ability to expand our worlds outwards. Yes, it starts with our household. Once we meet those needs, we start to look outwards, our extended family, our friends, our community, and by extension, the world. So more money in the hands of good people, right? If more people had the wherewithal to do what was really inside their purpose, this world would be a better place. We'd be able to lift our eyes and look further than our own circumstances. Look to those who have needs, and we have the ability to meet those needs. We would become mothers to more. We'd become fathers to more, right? So that's why I think money matters. It gives us freedom, it gives us resources to do the things that we really want to do, and allows us to serve in the ways that we really want to serve. So think about it. Think about, why does money matter to you? Who would you like to serve? What would you like to give? How would you rather live your life? And again, it's not only about us, right? And it's about what we can do, our full potential coming out, because we have the wherewithal to do that. And that is part of why I do what I do as an insurance advisor, right? I create opportunity to change the wealth trajectory of families, right? And also impact businesses positively when it comes to their finances. So we can all lift our eyes higher, and we can all look further than our own circumstances. And when we change the wealth trajectory of our family, we might not see the impact in our own lives, but in turn, we are giving future generations the opportunity to live more in their purpose, right? So change might not be impacted within our lifetime, right? But as we grow wealth and create generational wealth, we are able to live more and more in our purpose. So again, why I do what I do. There are certain things that make us financially vulnerable. And as an insurance advisor, I'm able to put that safeguard in place to ensure that we are not derailed in our purpose. We can actually achieve our purpose even more, and we can make a change. So what I feel I do and help in pursuing this ideal, and in my mind it's not really idealism, because if majority has the power to pursue their purpose, all the things that we consider idealism will actually become reality. If more people are able to serve in the way that they serve, pursue their passions, our world could change for the better. So I feel that what I do, I swap out stress and burden for peace of mind. I swap out tragedy and distress for hope. I change ends into new beginnings. I swap out worry for security and fear for optimism. So that's why I take pride in what I do as an insurance advisor, because I help in the grand scheme of things, maybe a tiny bit, but still helpful to change our outlook, to change our future. And with that change, we is born in us new possibility. So I would love to help families. This is my purpose. This is how I can help. This is how I can serve. This is how I can give, by helping individuals and families put that security, give that opportunity to each member of the family to serve more, help more, by ensuring that they're not worried or stressed out when the what ifs pop up in life. What if somebody passes? What if somebody gets ill? It's not a tragedy. There is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is optimism for the future. And where even if we can't attain certain things in our own lifespans, our children and our children's children will have the opportunity to live more in their purpose and effect the change that we want to see in this world. So again, why? Why does money matter? Money matters because it allows us freedom. It gives us the wherewithal to be who we want to be, to serve how we want to serve, and to give what we want to give to the people that matter to us and to the causes that matter to us. So think about what you would do if you didn't have to worry about money? Think about how you could ensure that your children, your family, your employees don't have to worry about money, because we all have the power to effect these changes by implementing certain strategies in our lives, by implementing certain financial tools, by serving in the way that we can. I want to help families and I want to help our communities on a whole. And I think the focus, at least my focus, is on helping small businesses, because small businesses are actually the backbone of our economy, the backbone of our financial security. They are our employers and they are our providers of service and goods. So if we can make more small businesses, more entrepreneurs, more solopreneurs financially stable, in turn, we are making the families that depend on them more financially stable, the communities in which they operate more financially stable. So, again, why does money matter to you? How would you be able to serve? Who would you be? How would you give if we didn't have to worry about money? So, this is why I do what I do. This is why I think money matters. And again, it's not even about the money, it's what it allows us to do. It's how it allows us to serve the people in our lives, how it allows us to address the cause that we look out for, how it allows us to pull our purpose out, to live in our purpose. I feel that this world would be better. Yes, it sounds like idealism, but I feel this world would be better if more money was in the hands of good people. There would be less hunger, more kids would be taken care of, more families would have homes, more people would have employment, more wealth will be created. So this is me sharing why I think money matters, sharing why I do what I do, how I help by providing different spin on how we can look at certain events that happen and are bound to happen in our lives, how we can change the wealth trajectory of our family to help our future generations and ourselves to live more in our purpose. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll leave you with the question: what would you do? Who would you be? How would you serve if you did not have to worry about money? Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this was food for thought.